City Pigeon, white mana for a creature bird. Flying 1/1. When this creature leaves the battlefield, create a food token. Okay, I actually think this provides an incredibly unique effect. I mean, this is my card, right? This is totally me. I think this provides a unique effect for green-white as an archetype. I think this is very, 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 very important to get your web slinging going. The difference between a city pigeon opening, this is a ridiculous sentence. The difference between a city pigeon opener and a not city pigeon opener is massive, massive for green and white. And because of that, I actually think I'm taking this as a C, as a B minus.
Ooh. Okay, but it works with modifying as well.
Yep.
Leaves the battlefield, super cool. I want a C+. There's not that many web slinging cards, is the thing as well. Not as many.
Definitely not as many as villains.
Yep. Can you read so I just finish this?
Of course. We're talking Lively Leap. White for an instant. Target creature gets +2/+2 and gains flying until end of turn. If it's a spider, you gain 2 life. Attacking gain 2 life on the spider clause is actually really huge for this trick. It becomes like a very, very mediocre like D-level trick into like, dang, that's like a swing. That's like a swing. It can be used as a closer, etc. But still, D+ for me. D+. Combat tricks you never really need to take highly. They get a lot more valuable in aggressive decks, but nothing you're really seeking.
Not that many. There are enough spiders, but not that many for this to be like constantly a thing. So D+.
Yeah. So
a fine trick.
D+. I agree with Loda. Nom 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 blah blah. Great audio quality for a professional. Crime Scene Instructor. Crime Scene Instructor is 1 and a white, 2 mana total for a creature human detective. It's a 1/1, but this creature enters with a +1/+1 counter on it. When this creature leaves the battlefield, put its +1/+1 counters on target creature you control. Okay, so you're always going to have something modified. Even when this dies, you can modify something else. It's a bear. It's a 2/2 that can trade off that you're pretty happy trading off. So pretty good, honestly. Pretty good, pretty solid 2-drop. I think this is like a solid C. Solid C for the set.
Yeah, solid C. I can see it being on a C+. Because of the modified team. So, really nice. Leaves the battlefield. Oh! C+. C+. Leaves the battlefield.
Okay. Yeah, so you can web sling it, right?
Yeah, C+. And usually with these creatures, the opponent doesn't really want to trade, so because you get a counter somewhere. So, yeah, C+. I like it a lot.
Actually, yeah, C+. I'm convinced. C+ for me as well. Spectacular Tactics. Spectacular Tactics. 1 and a white, 2 mana total for an instant. Choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on creature you control. It gains hexproof or destroy target creature with power 4 or greater. The counter is kind of sort of nice because that gives a little bit of additional flexibility. Normally, this type of protection spell is like, okay, well, the one mode is to protect a creature from a removal spell. Another mode is to like destroy a thing, but there's like a third mode, which is like if you need to win combat, you can win combat and have that +1/+1 counter stick around. That's pretty solid. That's pretty solid. How much of this effect do you need? Not that many. They definitely get worse in multiples. You run out of good targets for the destroy 4. You run out of situations where you actually care about the hexproofing. 2 mana is a little bit harder to leave up when for like 2 mana is way harder to leave up than 1 mana. So overall, I think Spectacular Tactics is AC.
Man, this is so nice. This is like +1/+1 counter for combat, as you said, protect or for protection from removal, and it kills big things. I want a C+. This is way too many things. We have never had this type of effect.
That common.
Yeah. Like this second effect for 2 mana, when it works, is so fucking good. And the first one is pretty easy to get working. So it's very easy for this to be really, really, really good. Very easy for this to be really, really, really good. One of these conditions is gonna be met like this. C+, yeah. Darval, whose web protects for 2 and a white. It's a 3/3 that has a web for a single white. Now, with this one I have a slight problem. It's a freaking 3 mana 3/3. That's legendary. That's a huge problem. I don't know why it's legendary. Ah, a card like this should not be legendary, I think. So you can like move them around or something. Like you can't play too many of these. At first I didn't know it was legendary, so I was thinking like, oh, you're gonna be bouncing these two sometimes to get to do things. Yeah, it is like normal early drops that are legendary are a huge problem, I think. This is D plus. D. Just a D. D.
I'm on a D as well. You don't need to pick this up highly at all. It's pretty dang good with City Pigeon in terms of like getting ahead on board, but you barely even want to, right? You barely even want to.
I mean, it is really nice with the City Pigeon, but the problem is,
yeah.
And then if you have one more in your hand,
yeah, so whack. You don't want to pick this up highly.
Yep. It is a role player.
Mothwing.
Sorry.
Yeah, Moth. What happened?
No, just continue.
Wait, what happened to Mothwing Shroud?
Mothwing Shroud.
Oh, it's just loading. Did it load for you sooner than it loaded for me? Whatever.
Yeah.
Mothwing Shroud, 2 and a white for an enchantment. When this enchantment enters, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. We've seen this a bazillion times. Just depends on the slight variations of the set, how many like ETBs there are, how easy it is to destroy enchantments. I think it would be decent in the set, so I think this will just be a C+.
Yeah, C+ is fine. Not many things that kill it. One really good green for uncommon that kills it. 3 Strider Aces for 2 and a white, it's a 2/3. Not legendary. At the beginning of combat on your turn, up to 1 target creature gains first strike and vigilance until your turn. That's a common? Oh. Now, you cannot web sling it. You cannot web sling it and web it, whatever. Because it's vigilance. Man, isn't this very irritating that it's common? Isn't this super irritating that it's a common? First strike vigilance is...
because you're always gonna see it?
Yeah. It's like gonna be... And there is a lot more duplicate commons. You're gonna be seeing this so often. And it's a 3 mana 2/3. Like it's also vigilance. And it's a 3-drop, right? You can put so many more 3-drops than 4-drops in a deck. Man, this is irritating. How many do you want? I don't know, I'm gonna give it like... a C? Irritating though.
I mean, you're always gonna see it, but you're always gonna see it. But actually, funnily enough, the second one is like a lot worse than the first one, considering that there's like a good target. It's hard to have like 2 really good targets for the first strike vigilance, and obviously the more on top of that, it gets even harder. Like a 2/3 is not a good target for first strike vigilance. It's just not even an amazing attacker.
I think it's bad.
It's not bad on the turn, but then it's like it's not the best attacker in the world. So I'm on a C-.
Irritating card.
This is Principled Referee. 3 and a white for a creature human citizen. It's a 2/3. When this creature enters, choose 1. Put a +1/+1 counter on each of up to 2 target creatures, or return target creature card with mana value 2 or less from your graveyard to your hand. This can put a counter on itself. Whenever they print a card like this, that's something to look out for. It's not another creature, so this can be a 3/4 when it enters, which is kind of stinking nice. And the flexibility of bringing back, for example, your cheap bomb, just a good cheap value creature when you don't actually need to shift combat or shift blocks in a particular manner, is pretty good. How many 4-drops can you put in your deck? So I think this is like nothing special for a 4-drop. I think it like can be pretty good, but I don't really feel myself scrambling to pick up these 4-drops in particular. So it's a C- for me.
This is fucking amazing, man. What the fuck? Like, this is so good. It's a 3/4 that puts a +1/+1 counter somewhere, or it's a 2/3 that puts 2 +1/+1 counters on 2 different things. Modified. There's that 2-drop in white. Common. There's that 3-drop that we just saw, so things just continue attacking into oblivion. And you also don't need to buff the board. You can draw a card from your graveyard. What do you give it?
C minus.
Oh, it's one of the better things. A C plus or a B minus.
How do you like Galvany Silversmith?
I don't know what it is.
Okay.
What is it?
It's from like 2 years ago or something. It's like the same thing without the bottom line of text. I think I overrated that card. Maybe I'm overcompensating.
Is that the lifelink?
It appeared without lifelink.
But it can put the counter on itself?
It can, yep.
This one, it's like 4-5 worth of stats, but can be moved in so many different ways. Or it can just like, sometimes you really want that creature back. Maybe it's that 1/1 that draws a card. Maybe it's you can get it back. So, like that's like, a lot of times these cards are like, ah damn it, I don't have 2 creatures to put things on. A lot of times when you don't, it's because you traded with a 2-drop or something. Man, I fucking love this.
I can go C most.
I'm gonna go to C plus, and I can see it being a B minus.
Okie dokie.
Etsley of the Thousand Moons it's a legendary for 4 and a, and that card is not legendary, by the way. Huge deal. For 4 and a white is 3/4 flyer. When it enters, another target creature you control gains flying at the end of turn. Oh, fuck this shit. What is this? A legendary as well. How do you trade this?
Yeah, well, it's kind of whack. It's pretty bad.
Probably D minus. This is horrible.
This is yeah, this doesn't fly in 2025.
And it's a legendary, man.
Yep.
But why would you put 2? But it's a legendary. It's not even a spider, it's a human hero.
It's not even a human bird hero, gee. Okay.
I mean, do you really care about birds? Okay, we're on the uncommons. White commons, Scotty, what do you think?
The white commons? Okay, well, I'm pretty into their early game. I mean, white typically has usually pretty good 2-drops, etc. So
yeah,
par for the course. If Spectacular Tactics is better than I think it is, then the removal suite is pretty tricky in white and pretty good.
Yeah.
Kind of big fan. So it looks solid all around, right?
Uh-huh.
The only cards that we didn't particularly love were the 3-drop and the 5-drop. But I guess, do you know what needs to be said? Misses at a mana slot are pretty punishing in this set because you're just going to rely that much more on those cards in order to fill out your deck.
Yep.
But it's kind of sort of nice that the miss here is like the 5-drop and the 3-drop.
Yep.
Which is like not crucial for decks, right?
Yeah, 2-drops, 4-drops.
So like, let's say if the 2-drop was bad, then the whole color might be bad.
Yeah.
It's possible.
Yeah. Wait, how many 2-drops did we see? We saw that 2/2 that has counters, and
I think that's it.
Wait, that's it?
And the pigeon.
And the pigeon. Oh yeah, and the pigeon. But okay, and the pigeon. But there is also the hybrid 2-drops.
Yes, the hybrid. Yeah, the hybrid 3-drops exist as well. Yeah.
Might be hard to make aggressive things in this set. It's gonna be interesting. Like the math behind
and that's especially punishing.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be a special. Like we probably have to take a special look out for legendary commons, right? That are just particularly bad at your 2-drop slot because you really want to be filling up your curve with enough 2-drops. But if you just can't, then it's pretty whack.
The +1/+1/1 was not a legendary. The +1/+1 counter 2-drop was not a legendary, right?
Not a legendary, but some of the hybrids are. Wait, are there some of the hybrids? Maybe the hybrids aren't. Huh.
Are the hybrids legendary?
I don't know. I see a spider costume. I assume it's legendary, but that might not be true.
No, none of them are legendary.
Oh my gosh! Even the spider costume one. Okay. This is like detective confusing to me.
I mean, the math. I'm gonna have to do a lot of math before I start playing the set. By the way, Scott, I'm playing the early access this starting in 2 days. Like on Wednesday and Thursday.
So we're gonna finish the set review right before that.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be drafting it. Are you playing it?
No.
Can you play it?
I wasn't invited.
But maybe I can try to get you in. Why
Well,
didn't you
if
do
you
this?
can, let me know.
Why didn't you ask me this?
Why didn't I ask you this? Well, it wasn't on the top of my priority list. I literally just got here. I've been doing other stuff.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Yeah. Okay. It's probably too late now. It's in 2 days.
Which is like honestly skill issue. You know, if I was more organized, I probably would have remembered and asked. But
I'm also not very.
I'm just making excuses. I just forgot.
No,
Let's be real. I just forgot.
You forgot. You forgot. And the last few times we kind of didn't forget a little bit, but you couldn't even make it. So it was a good thing that.
Yeah.
I mean, I asked sometimes actually, but I think there is something that we can do to get you in now. Okay, next time just give me a ring or a bit earlier. Also, if you want.
Okie dokie. Tell me if there's like a real system, not just like dartboard system. You know.
I think there is some kind of a real system where I can ask about you to get you in.
Yeah, let me know.
And I think I'm just gonna have to check. If on this Wednesday you can come and be on a call with me, and we can draft together if you want.
Okie dokie.
Okay. We are onto the uncommons in man. I'm gonna have to do the math, like on 2-drops, how many 2-drops compared to the other sets, cause like the math is a real deal in this set. The like less cards, pick 2, 4 players. Like I think if somebody does the math, like how many 2-drops you're gonna see and so on, like the early game, it's gonna tell a lot about the speed of the format and how you're gonna build your decks, and you're gonna like can understand it sooner. I gotta write this down for me so I can do the math. I'm gonna tell you what I discovered, by the way, guys, on the, I don't know if I do it maybe tomorrow on the tier list, if not, probably on the early access, but before the set hits. Hey, can you read this one?
Sure. Zora, Spider Fancier. White for a legendary creature, human citizen. It's an O2. Whenever another creature you control enters, you gain 1 life. If it's a spider, put a +1/+1 counter on it. Normally speaking, these cards are not very good. But that's because they don't really add stats to justify the cardboard that you're investing in this. If you have a curve of spiders after this, yeah, that is actually quite worth the stats. That is quite worth the stats. How many spiders are there? We've looked before at common. There's a reasonable amount of spiders, but not like there's like enough support. There's like enough support for red white. I guess red white isn't officially supported, so probably not red white. But for white green, there's like enough spiders to probably put together a reasonable curve of this. That being said, I'm not like a massive believer in Aunt May. So I think overall this is going to amount to like a C. This probably needs a ceiling grade though.
It's pretty cool, like with web slinging, gaining a lot of life there. I think this is gonna fuel those kind of how do you call those kind of web slinging, going to infinite web slinging with vehicles strategy. I think this is gonna help.
I mean, you can have a pretty sick curve of like turn 1 pigeon, turn 2 Aunt May, attack with pigeon, and then bounce pigeon for the 1-drop 3/3.
And it's a 4/4 now.
That's a 4/4. You get a food token and gain 1 life.
Yeah, the problem with that is it is a nice curve, but it's not a nice aggressive curve.
Okay. So playing a 4/4 on turn 2 is not aggressive enough for Lola. Got it.
Yep. It's not, because the other card you have is Aunt May, which is, come on, aggressive. And the other card that you're gonna have is a pigeon that you gotta replay again. And not sure how good a pigeon is at that point. Does that make sense?
Nah, that makes sense. Good argument.
I'm actually gonna give this. The problem is 0-2, Scotty. That's such a huge fucking problem, because it doesn't do anything on the board except gain you that life and buff things. I'm on a C. What do you give it?
A C.
Okay, C seems fine. I really like the effect of the card, but we gotta see. Can we do that infinite things? By the way, what do you think, Scotty, So there's 2 removal spells in every color. I think in this in here. Do you think that because of the less cards, is that more removal spells than what we usually get?
Yes. Yeah, I think that amounts to more overall.
It's not, because we usually get 3 per color.
So it's like 3. It's like 2.6 then on average or something.
What? What?
Oh, whatever.
What is a 2.6?
I mean, like if there's like about 30% more that you see the card, so it's like 2.6 maybe
Uh,
versus 3.
is that? I think that's it. Let me see. Rarity common. So we had 81 commons in Edge of Eternities. In Final Fantasy, we actually had quite a lot. And here we have 65. So yeah, we see less. There is less removal in this set. There's actually less removal in this set than the usual. Now,
Alright.
Since I do a lot of coaching, we also do like these card evaluation sessions where my students make the tier list and then we discuss the problems in their card evaluation, like the obvious problems, not like, oh, you got your card differently than me. And basically everybody who is doing the set review for the first time says there's more removal than before. And guess what? There's always the same amount of removal. They literally always print the same amount of removal. In every fucking set is the same amount of removal. And I don't know why, but for people, when they look at the amount of removal, it feels to them like it's more. And this time, it actually is different. This time, it's less removal per number of cards. Because there is, I think, only 2 removals. I mean, there's 2 removal spells per color, if I'm correct. Like white had 2, yeah, 2 commons.
White had 1 unconditional and 1 conditional.
1. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's how it. So it is gonna be less removal in this set, which is maybe gonna help out with some strategies. This like math behind this set is so important in a way to draft it, because that means that like this kind of maybe Celestia strategies where you're trying to put like, for example, do the vehicle, then tap thing, then get it back with the web slinging, then keep rotating this infinite combo, is gonna be a bit easier to maintain if there's less removal. Usually these things crumble, right? When you have a +1/+1 counter synergies and everything is trying to, like, you gotta have like 2 different creatures on the battlefield at the same time to do the counter thing. It's so easy for the opponent to kill one. It's still not hard, but it is harder. It is definitely harder than before. Anything to say about this, or should I just read?
So it's not quite as simple as raw number of removal, because removal always occupies a different spot in the skeleton. The spot that we're missing is the expensive bad removal, typically. However, that being said, expensive bad removal has gotten much better lately, to the point where like maybe even a year ago I would kind of disagree with what you're saying, but I think now it's you're basically right.
Next up, Costume Closet. For 1 and a white, we already had this card. This artifact enters with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. You can tap it to move one of those counters as a sorcery on target creature control. And whenever a modified creature control leaves the battlefield, put a +1/+1 counter on this artifact. So it's gonna fuel itself, right? You put it somewhere, then you put it somewhere else later, and it does fuel itself. When that creature dies, you get the counter back. So I kind of like this. Modified team. I've liked this in the past, and I'm into this one. I'm on a C.
Did you give it a C?
Yeah, when did we have it?
Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I think this version is much better than the Lost Cavern version.
Why?
Actually, because it's in white. I actually think white cares more about this effect than green did in Lost Caverns.
Okay.
Um,
Oh, and it's a slower set.
I think this is C+.
Okay, yeah, I'm on a C+
I'm in.
as well. Because it was not...
Basil.
Okay.
Cabaret Loudmouth. Did you want to say something?
It was also dies. In Lost Caverns and Excellence, it was dies, which can be a big deal. Like they bounce your creature or something. But also Lost Caverns and Excellence was hyper aggressive. Your decks were all 1-drops, 2-drops. The quote-unquote control decks were you have 1 or 2 5-drops in your deck, and everything else is 1-drop and a 2-drop. That was control decks in that format. They were not control decks. It was just like that's what we called slow decks in the format. So like this kind of continuing effect that continues to give you advantage was too slow, way too slow for the format. So yeah, I think it's gonna be much better here. It's gonna be a way slower format. And yeah, Leaves is a big deal, Scotty. Leaves is a freaking big deal. Okay, we can go on.
Basil, Cabaret Loudmouth, 1 and a white for a legendary creature, human citizen. Has a 2/2 with flash. When Basil enters, choose one or both. Tap target creature and untap target creature. This is kind of a decent amount of flexibility for a 2-drop. This is kind of a nice one. Yeah, being a legend kind of sort of sucks, but this does a decent amount in terms of disrupting combat. In terms of okay, so casting this on turn 2 may gain you like a little bit of life if like you tap like a 2-drop on the draw that you didn't want to trade with. Sure, that's fine. That's whatever. It's not super high impact. Later in the game, in terms of messing with combat, this kind of does a lot. It's in fact a little hard to parse. You can tap a creature that normally couldn't have attacked, I guess on your side even. Actually, you could probably, honestly speaking, at that point, you probably just tap your opponent's creature and attack.
Yeah.
In order to like web sling something that you couldn't web sling before. I think this does enough. I think this is an above average 2-drop, so this is a C+ for me.
Oh, the legendary sucks on it, man. It's not easy to like. If this is not vanilla creature, that means you cast it later in the game. Then it is so freaking hard to trade this if you have multiples, and you're gonna be seeing a lot of same commons. I don't think I can give it a C+. It's pretty cool that it can catch opponent off guard to just like block with your creature, and that like the way that attacks happen in limited is you rarely attack with everything. Everybody rarely attacks with everything. So opponent attacks with that one thing, leaves a blocker up. You untap something bigger, hopefully, or something to double block with this. And you tap their other creature, and now you have a really nice attack that they didn't expect. So that's really cool, but Legendary kills it for me, man. I'm on a C-. Really kills it. Sudden Strike for 1 and a white. It's an instantly destroy target attacking or blocking creature. These effects are weak. It kind of looks like, oh my god, I'm gonna kill anything for 2 mana. And yeah, you can. These effects are weak because there's this period in time. Everybody thinks, oh, I'm gonna kill their big creature or 4-drop, 5-drop, 6-drop. Sure, you can, absolutely. So usually these deal like 4 or 5 damage. But this is like a narrow effect, blocking and attacking. Now you might think to yourself, yeah, but I'm always attacking and blocking. Oh, everybody's always attacking and blocking. True, they are. But if you don't do this on your turn, it's hard to expect the opponent to attack, right? They're gonna see, if they see 2 open mana in these developing phases, first like 7 turns, and they don't attack, they might be like, okay, let's play around this, because I'm kind of gonna fuck the opponent up because they just wasted their turn. It is really big that it kills literally anything, so I think it's fine, but this is a real condition and not easy to have this condition of attacking and blocking fullified when you need it to, when you want to spend the mana to use this card. So I'm gonna be on a C-. which is the highest I've ever given to a card like this.
I think on blocking is pretty big. A lot of times it's like tapped or attacking only. But I'll give this a C.
Okay.
Arch Anglers. Arch Anglers Sky Rod. Sorry, that's humorous to me. 1 and a white, 2 mana total for artifact equipment. Equipped creature gets +1/+1 and reach, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature an opponent controls. Equip 2. All right. So equip 2 for +2/+2 was like we're like salivating over that because that's like so much stats.
This is
+1/+1 for that and an effect that does nothing when you're behind. Not really into that. This is like a very strange mix of effects, right? To have reach with just a fundamentally defensive ability, and whenever this creature attacks, tap target creature and opponent controls as a fundamentally offensive ability. Sure, it means it can play both sides a little well, but I don't think it plays defense well at all. It's pretty bad. It's pretty bad at playing defense.
Costs way too much.
If you are ahead, it can feel pretty dang good. Like tapping a creature whenever you attack is actually kind of sort of strong in terms of like getting things out of the way, in terms of snowballing your advantage. Just knocks out their best blocker every turn. So that is cool, but overall, I don't expect to take this particularly highly. I'm giving this a D+.
I'm on a D. Or D minus. I'm on a D. I'm on a D minus. This costs way too much. By the way, the moment you were saying Skyrod, I was unbuttoning my pants. So that was interesting.
By coincidence, right?
By coincidence, yeah. By coincidence.
By coincidence, right?
It's destiny. It's destiny. So.
Okay. Also, why are you unbuttoning your pants in the middle of the set review?
Oh, I just ate, and it feels nicer when I unbutton them.
So you were unbuttoning because it feels nicer.
Yeah, I just ate.
Okay.
A few things.
The defense rests. I guess not the defense. The prosecution rests. I guess.
Okay.
Whatever.
Defense also rests. Generous Betty Ray. For 2 and a white, it's a 2/3. Legendary. Whenever this thing enters, put a +1/+1 counter on another target creature. Whenever this thing attacks, target modified creature you control gains lifelink until the end of turn. The problem is like, so this is pretty good. Like 2/3 that puts a counter somewhere is a lot of stats. Very nice. Why is this stupid auto mode not letting some beta thing? I need to. Tripuri, did you get that auto mode in? Like it's like trying to ban all the normal sentences. That's a lot of stats. That's really nice. The effect is really cool. Legendary is a big problem. Even though it's an uncommon, you're going to be seeing a lot of uncommons that are the same. So it's some beta thing in Twitch. Like, is it trying to ban messages that are normal in your chat as well, Scotty, today?
I have no idea.
Okay. So I kind of like it. Like this is pretty good, but hard to attack with a 2/3. So I don't want to give it a C+, but I mean, it is a legendary again. But at least it's an uncommon. Hard to attack, but also like a lot of life swing, and you can modify this and then give this lifelink. I want to give it a C+, but I'm gonna start it as a C.
I'm giving this a C as well. You do have to jump through a couple hoops. I mean, because like on its own, a 2/3 is actually quite poor at attacking. It's fine. C for me. Sarn of the Silken Throne. 3 and a white, 4 mana for a legendary creature, human spider hero. It's a 3/4 within web, 2 and a white. At the beginning of your end step, if 2 or more creatures enter the battlefield under your control this turn, you draw a card and gain 2 life. So, what's nice about this, buddy, is that whenever you web sling something, it's pretty easy to fulfill the text on this, to have 2 creatures enter. Because you web sling and then you cast a thing that you web slinged out. Usually, that thing that you web sling back will be cheap, hopefully.
Yeah.
So you can just multicast in the same turn. Or you can just, manipulate the game to the point where you can do that. It's fine. The gaining 2 life part of this is nothing to sneeze at, right? Because if you're dorking around playing an understated 4-drop, for example, let's say you don't even web sling it or in web it, you might fall a little bit behind. And the 2 life actually goes a really long way in terms of helping you catch back up. Because the thing is, like, when you are drawing cards, oftentimes that's at the expense, as Lola's been hammering, is tempo. And sometimes you just need a little bit of time to recoup that tempo, and the life gain gives you that time. You know, when you have additional cards in hand, but you don't have the time to develop them, life gives you a little bit of time to do that. So I really like effects like this. That being said, I think it's a C plus. I think it's pretty good. Legend kind of sucks, but it's nice when you can get it going.
I'm okay with Legend on this one, actually. I'm okay with having multiples. This is something that I was talking about also with the... with vehicles. But this gets really good with vehicles. Like, you can much easier do this thing. And this also has an web on its own. So I'm okay with a C+. By the way, Spider UK, like... and it's such a random effect, like Spider UK. And what is this effect? It's like that's the thing that's weird to me about is like Spider-Man. It's like so many random Spider-Mans and shit, and they have these random effects. Like, does anybody know why does Spider UK have this ability? And he's so strong, by the way. This strongest Spider-Man. Look at him, he's so buff. Anyways, yeah, this is the card that I can see being kind of shit when it doesn't do its thing. But if it does it once, it's very good, and it fuels this kind of infinite thing that you can do, where you're web slinging and stuff, where vehicles are gonna come in and help you tap things, get things back, and so on. It really helps with that, and just get that card advantage going, value going, and yeah, gain to life, then gain to life. Means it's gonna be very hard to kill you while you're doing this. So I love this card. I'm gonna be picking it extremely highly to test it out, and I really hope that it's gonna end up being a B- or something. But let's start it as a C+. Hope it's not gonna go down. Very interesting card for this set. Confessor's Bindings for white. An enchantment. Oh, we're on to rares. Rent is
Yep, that was the last uncommon.
Rent is due, dude. Like, what the fuck? Oh, man. Oh, I mean, I said it. All the universes beyond are fine because I fucking love some, so it's fine that some are fucking rent is due. Come on, man. Oh, this feels like that, you know Divorced Dads? Card game? Do you know Divorced Dads?
The what?
The Divorced Dads.
No, I don't know that.
I Google that.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
It feels like that's it. Hey, Pasta Pirate! Welcome, everybody. Thanks for the raid. We are doing the set review. We're kind of gonna finish the first day soon, but I think we're gonna be done tomorrow. We did talk a lot about like different things, so it's taking a little bit longer. Because this set, so many different things are gonna happen, like less cards, draft 2, 4 players, which really affect some things. Confessor's Bindings for white. It's an enchantment. At the beginning of your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures and or treasures you control. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sacrifice this enchantment. Wait a sec. Well, that's kind of cool. Like, green also gives you treasures. Like, green gives you some treasures. Oh, wait a second. Oh, man. 1 mana? Oh, I'm into this. That is so much to pay to tap 2 creatures. And no web slinging. This has to have a ceiling, right? If you're green and you're gonna get some treasures from that 4-drop that gives you treasures, I think it's a very good card, by the way. Tapping 1 creature and a treasure to draw 1 card every turn. And then if you get 2 treasures, just drawing 1 card every turn for those treasures. I think I'm gonna give this a C. It's a slower set also. With a ceiling of... I want the ceiling of a B. What do you think, Scotty?
All right, I'm taking this at a C minus. I'm not as much of a huge believer. I do think that the offset, the efficiency of the mana is offset even harder by its condition that you need to jump through. I think the condition sucks. I think it's so expensive. I'm okay with the ceiling B though, because sometimes, you know, you're just going to have enough treasure tokens, you're going to have enough creatures that you don't care about tapping. That's going to be a pretty solid card, and it's going to feel good there once you, you know, kind of already get the ball rolling. But I think typically this card's not that good.
I think you're gonna have to be green. Because green... Oh, there's a black 2/2 that can give you treasure when it dies. But there's a green 4-drop that just... It's a 4/4 with a good effect and just gives you a treasure token.
Yep.
And there's... green also has an uncommon that gives you treasure, but I think it's not that good, that uncommon. But yeah, okay. Why do I have to allow this? Look, okay, listen, Scotty, this is the message that some kind of Autobot was trying to ban. Two of my favorite limited minds together in one room. Stoked. Absolutely love the previous season stuff y'all do. Such good insights. Headed in for some chores, so I'm gonna lurk. Have a good stream. Lol, Scotty. Smiley
Oh,
face.
that was auto-modded.
That was automated. Something weird is happening. That's like... is the auto mode like... Is this guy ironic? Is he sarcastic? Is he saying that these are the worst, his least favorite limited minds, and he hates everything we do? Like, is it like so non-toxic that he was like, this has to be a game. This has to be some kind of a game this guy is playing. Have a good stream? Does that mean you suck? Or what the fuck? And it keeps doing that today. It keeps doing that today. I don't know how to change that. I gotta see. I constantly gotta allow things to go through. Things like this, like scary things like this. Like, it makes sense that there's gonna be a good amount soon, probably. Like when black sucks. There's gonna be a lot of messages that are gonna be automated and that are gonna ask me, like, the automod is gonna ask me, like, do you wanna let this go through? Like, black sucks and things like that. Like, yeah, that could be interpreted as racist if you're not looking at the black cards and if black cards are not pretty damn bad. So that makes sense. But this shit that's happening today, I don't get it. Scotty, are you on the next one?
A most helpful weaver. 1 and a white for a enchantment saga. Chapter 1, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach. Chapter 2, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control, becomes a legendary spider hero in addition to the others types. Chapter 3, target creature you control gains double strike until end of turn. This is a nice 2-drop. This is a really, 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 really nice 2-drop. Gets in a lot of damage in Chapter 3. You can distribute the counter wherever you want, including on an evasive creature on Chapter 2. Like if you play this, you know, beyond turn 2. If you play this on turn 2, you're putting this on the spider, probably. I guess you could put it on a pigeon. Whatever. It's a very much above average 2-drop. I think this is a B-.
I'm gonna be on a B. Oh, this is so good, man. Like 2/1 that puts +1/+1 counter anywhere. And double strike on something, there is so much there. Like a 2/1 with reach that puts a +1/+1 counter somewhere, that is like a B-. I mean, that's a B-. The double strike has to put it a grade up. It's gotta put it in a grade up. Like that's a lot of damage. Also enables web slinging. Right, it enables web slinging as well.
Yeah, it's just true. I'm in. I'm sold. Bees for everybody.
Bees. Okay. A Demi of the Silk Shoots. For 1 and a white. It's a 3/2 with flash. And you can pay 1. This thing gains flying. Or you can pay 1 and sacrifice this. Creatures you control gain hexproof and indestructible until end of turn. Fuck yeah. 2 mana 2/3 with flash. I like it. Sorry, 2 mana 3/2 with flash. I really like it. Can fly to kill the opponent. That's a lot of damage when it flies. That's like... That's a lot of damage from a 2-drop evasive creature. Also helps you with web slinging if you want to do that. And then, if there is better things that you have, then you can make this die instead. By the way, it's all the creatures, right? So the problem with it is, how many trades do you even offer to the opponent? Because it's also indestructible. This is so good. This is such a good 2-drop. Thank God this thing cost mana. Thank fucking God. It's like, I can see this in today's world being just like 3-2 flying. And you don't have to pay mana to do this. And then it's just such a nightmare. You have a perfect curve anyways. No need to spend mana. This is amazing. Super good with web sling as well. I fucking love it. Man, I'm just gonna be on a B+.
I think this card's really good. B for me. Great Magic card.
Yeah, actually a B. Yeah, a B. Maybe the last card is better. Because it's just 2 mana, that's it. Yeah, I can lower this to B for me as well. Because, yeah. It is this mana, extra mana.
We're talking Yera and Oski. Weaver and Guide. 2 and a white, 3 mana total for a legendary creature, spider, human, hero. It's a 3/3 with an web, white. As this enters, look at an opponent's hand, then choose a card type other than a creature. Spells of the chosen type cost 1 more to cast. Alarm bells, that is a symmetrical effect. So if you name instant and you are looking to cast a combat trick, your combat trick will be more expensive.
You can always say
Just to note.
Planeswalker.
Just to note. I mean, you could, yes. You yeah, I mean, you could always say there's no planeswalkers in the set, right?
I think no.
Okay. Yeah, obviously you can disrupt your opponent's curve a little if you don't have something, but it's not going to hit necessarily all the time. I don't think this is that much better than the common. I do think it's better, but I don't think it's like that much better. Unfortunately speaking. And I gave that card a D, and I'll give this one a D+.
What did you give it?
D+.
I mean, 3 mana 3/3 or and web. It's exactly so that part is exactly the same as the other garbage card, but
Yep.
I think it's a big deal that you look at the opponent's hand. I think that's huge. When you have like this is a 3/3 on curve, and having a web. First thing, this is not legendary. This basically isn't legendary. Like you're not gonna have 2 of these, so it's not legendary. That doesn't matter. For that common, it does matter. It very much matters. But that common, you look at the opponent's hand. Huge, fucking huge. It is so huge that you can do that. You know exactly everything they have, and you got a 3/3 on curve. Or maybe even better if you use a web. So, like at its base, a 3/3 on curve that looks at your opponent's hand, that's so good. It's so weird to me that you gave it such a low grade. That's incredible. That's actually incredible. Because usually when you look at your opponent's hand, you're playing some horrible card, not a normal thing on curve. And this is... It's not really a symmetrical effect. You choose which card. If it's better to be nothing, you just say Planeswalker, Battle, whatever. Saga. If you see that your opponent has some artifacts or sorceries or something, and you don't, you can just choose that and fuck up their curve, or fuck up their trick or something. But you know exactly what your opponent has. That is huge information. Absolutely huge. It's gonna make you block without being afraid of a trick. It's gonna make you, well, be careful about web slinging. It's gonna be careful about the next thing on curve. You're gonna be ready for it. I think this is incredible. I'm on a B-, minimum of a B-. Because it also has an web, if you need that. And yeah, making them some of their spells cost more is amazing as well, if you want to do that. Oh, you can also say artifact.
I think it's gonna have bad stats.
Yeah?
Unfortunately. Yeah, I actually don't think this card's that good. But I think it might be better for you. You can probably, not be stupid with the information. I'll go C maximum, because I actually agree. I think I was undervaluing look at the opponent's hand, but not by a ton.
I think that's a super powerful effect. By the way, you can say artifact. And if opponent has artifact creatures, oops. If you make one of their card cost more and none of yours, that is already huge.
I've been convinced this card is solid. I am not convinced it's good.
Okay, I think it's really good. B- for me. Okay, this is the biggest fight, right?
No, probably not.
What do you give it in the end? What do you give it?
C.
Okay. What's next?
Sorry.
I gotta note something. Like, in the arena version, we have way less boobs. Way less boobies than in Spider-Man version.
Books?
Way less. Boobies.
Books?
Bazoom. Boobies!
Oh, what the heck are you talking about?
Way less, way less. They're everywhere in like slim suits and stuff in Spider-Man version. We don't have that.
Oh, you're just saying that there's more tights. What do you?
We don't have many boobies on through the Omen pets. We have less boobas than in Spider-Man version of the cards, and like quite a lot less.
Okay.
Quite a bit less. Quite a bit less.
Okay, I'm glad. I'm glad you're taking note of this.
Yeah. Remarkable
Oh,
readings.
this is probably- I think this is my
Remarkable
turn.
readings. Remarkable readings. That's what I just did. For 3 and a white, it's an enchantment aura. Enchant land. When this aura enters, create 3/1/1 green and white human citizen creature tokens. And the enchanted land has the next ability. You pay 1 and tap that land. That creature gets +1/+1 until end of turn for each creature you control. What the actual fuck is this? Wait, so what the hell is this? Activate only a sorcery. Wow. Holy, wait, 4 mana 3/1/1s, okay, not crazy. But then you're gonna win race with this. You are going to win the race with this. Also, you have chump blockers. You're winning the race with this thing. This is so powerful. This is so powerful. Friendly neighborhood. I'm okay with a B+ on this one.
B+ minimum. I'm thinking about it. I think it's a B+. I think you're right. Super strong. Like just fine amount of stats on the board just initially, and even if you trade off literally all your citizens the next turn, the effect will still be there for the later in the game. It's just really good. Chosen by Valgavoth. Chosen by Valgavoth is a 3 and a white for an enchantment aura. Enchant creature you control. Enchanted creature gets +2/+2 for each aura and equipment attached to it. All damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to enchanted creature instead. You cannot put this on an opponent's creature to pariah them. You have to put this on your own creature, which is very interesting. You open yourself up to getting 2 for 1 on a 4 mana enchantment aura. Typically speaking, horrible. So let's talk about the good sides of Chosen by Valgavoth. There's like not that many good, desirable auras and equipments to slap on to your creatures. So like the idea of making this absolutely massive, I think is going to be fairly difficult. You can do it. They do exist in the set, but I don't think it's like, I don't think you're chock full of your cards that you put in your deck anyway. The good part about this is that let's say you put this on a massive budded creature, right? Then it kind of plays like, oh, if you can't hit me with enough stuff to kill this creature, it's kind of like your whole turn gets fogged.
Yeah.
Kind of like a really, really janky version of the End Stone of that type of effect. And that effect was very, very good. However, when you're defending yourself and doing the math, you can't really block with this creature or take damage on this creature because it's the same thing as like letting the damage through.
But you can attack with it.
In terms of how it does math. Yeah, but you can certainly attack with this, and it does like sort of fog you for that turn. I don't think it's unplayable. I don't think it's great. And of course, they can just turn around and kill it, and then you're pretty sad. So I actually think this is like, I think this is like a D+.
Pretty cool if you have other aura equipment on it. I think it's kind of crappy. It suffers that like a 2/1. 4 mana is so much to pay for this effect, and it suffers from the 2/1. I'm on a D-. I think this is gonna be one of the worst performing cards in the set. D-, just horrible card. Like you get 2/1, then oh my goodness. No, thank you.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Could be cool with some like protection and so on, but
I'm getting terminal velocity flashbacks. I think you're right about this. This card sucks.
What's terminal velocity?
I'm not going to remind you. You don't need to gloat.
Okay.
Now you're Googling it.
Oh, wait. Oh my god, you gave this a good grade?
Nope, I'm not going to talk about it.
Wait a second. Oh my god. What? Wait a second.
I said it would have like a 62 or like a 52% win rate on 17 lands, and you said sub 50, and you were right by a lot. I
It's
think
46.
it was like 46 or something.
It's exactly 46. Oh, I'm so
Yeah.
glad. Why do I?
Horrible.
I'm not gonna gloat, Scotty. It's just like, why didn't you mention that? I'm gonna.
I literally
gloat.
did mention it. That's why we're talking about it.
Okay, thank you. Who writes these things down that we say that we're gonna? We have these bets on the tier list and then we forget about the bets. I'm gonna start writing them down. There were no bets on Spider-Man set so far. By the way, 46 is like
There are a couple sizable disagreements. Yeah, but no like actual bets.
46, by the way, is like basically nothing has less than 46. It's almost nothing.
Yeah, Terminal Velocity perhaps was the worst card in the set.
Oh my god, the Moonlight Meditation. You know that thing that the first time you would create one or more tokens each turn, you may. I have never seen this win rate ever. It's 39.7. I have never seen. I don't know if that exists. I don't know.
That's horrible.
Yeah, like I've never seen lower than 40. Like Final Fantasy didn't have anything lower than 40. TDM also. I've never seen something like this.
Wow, that's extraordinarily bad.
Yeah.
I feel like if you put a blank piece of cardboard in your deck, literally if you draw it, you can't cast it, and it does nothing. I feel like the win rate would be higher than that.
It would be. It would be higher than that. Yeah. It literally would be. Like you can't cast it. Oh lord. Oh my god. Actually, in DFT, there is something lower. 37.9 for Unstoppable Plan. It's like that 3 mana thing at the beginning of your end step. Untap all non-land permanents. And I didn't think cards like that usually don't have stats because not enough people play them. But somehow enough people played that card. Holy shit.
I played against Unstoppable Plan a weird amount of times, like 4 times.
Yeah, that's that. Yep. I don't remember if I played against it ever, but 4 kind of, yeah, that's it. Those are the 4. Want to read the next one?
Sure. Cirrus, Spider Silk Innovator. It's a legendary creature, human scientist hero. It's an 0/1, and when Cirrus enters, create a 2/1 green spider creature token with reach, and you pay 1 green, white, blue for mana, and transform Cirrus. Activate only as a sorcery. Transforms into Silk Tech Vanguard, which is a 4/4 with vigilance and reach, and each legendary spell you cast that's 1 or more colors has in web green, white, blue. So like the legendary clause for banned colors is like it's probably sometimes relevant, but not incredibly good. Kind of more just interested in upgrading my 2-drop later in the game into a 4/4 with vigilance and reach. That's like kind of the main draw for me.
You're not even upgrading
and that
your
being
2-drop.
said,
You're upgrading your 0-drop. Your 2-drop is a 2/1.
Yeah, the best thing about this is that you can trade off your quote-unquote 2-drop and still have this to transform later.
Yeah.
Obviously, that will need to be splashed, but probably worth it because it can just sit on the battlefield patiently until you do draw your color in order to upgrade this into a real card. So this is an incredible 2-drop. Incredibly good. This is a B+ for me.
Yeah, this is so nice. A B+, like, I mean, just the 0-1 that creates a 2/1 is incredible. So maybe even sometimes the opponent has like you kill their thing and you attack with this and then web sling. Maybe you do that. Maybe you do that. And yeah, okay. I also feel like splashing is gonna be the thing in this set. And I kind of like exactly these colors to splash for. So perfect.
Okay, hold on. We need to clarify the rules. You can't just cast the backside, right?
But
you have to cast the front side and then transform it.
But the backside has a mana cost now. That's new. That's new. Like it has a mana value, right? Before the mana.
So you can cast the backside? Is that just the rules?
No, I don't think you can cast the backside.
Oh my gosh, no, we're wrong.
Oh, you can cast the backside?
Unanimous in chat.
Oh, these are TMDFCs.
What in the world? Really? Wow.
You can cast it. Why would you ever do that?
Wow,
Bro?
I'm like never gonna do that.
Never ever, probably never.
But you can, I guess.
Never gonna do that. Yeah. Model do double faced cards that transform. Yeah, never gonna do that. Never gonna do that. But that's pretty cool. That's
Well, I
pretty cool.
mean, maybe.
Maybe.
That's
Okay,
neat.
you gotta like block the flyer. Okay, never gonna do this one as well. Verilux the Heaven skin. A measly cost of 5 white. Not 5 colorless and a white, just white, 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 white. It's a 5/5 when it enters. If he was cast, he return target creature card. He really? This I never seen this. No, I don't care that it's a he, by the way. It's not about the pronoun, and it's just like I've never seen that. Isn't it always it? When Verlax enters, if he was cast, return target.
No, legends have pronouns.
Oh,
This has been done before.
Really? That's been done before?
Yeah, that's been done before. There's been she's, there's been he's.
Man, why is this so interesting to me? It's the same like when my brother and I were young. We were watching. We had like cable, but only few channels, and we were watching Cartoon Network so much. And I had like school in the morning. He had it. We had the opposite. How do you say this? Schedules of school hours. And when we came back home, we were like sharing the new commercials, every single new commercial that we saw on Cartoon Network, because we were watching it so much that we knew every single episode of every single cartoon. But the commercials, they were changing more. And then we were like, man, I saw this commercial, and then we talked, like, he told me like for 5 minutes, explain the whole commercial to me, and it's a fucking commercial. And I did the same to him. And this is the same thing, like, it really doesn't matter, but it's like, it's different now and I've never seen it before. Important things. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. Okay. If damage will be dealt to this guy, prevent that damage and put that many +1/+1 counters on him. I've never seen this. Is this like normal for legendary creatures? Is this normal? How have I never seen this?
No. Most of the time, it's just their name. Like Pia does this when like it literally says when anti-venom enters, and then well,
if Verilux was cast. This was I never seen this, man. Usually it's like if Verilux was cast. Oh, but maybe it was.
We can look it up. Whatever.
Okay, whatever. But this is so not important. So not important. But I don't know. This is garbage. That's garbage. If you're white, that's pretty good. It is garbage though. What is a rare enchantment, by the way? So this is like you gotta be mono white, man. Can you even be mono white in a 4-player pod? Can you even be mono white? Like, can you even be mono?
It's harder.
Like, I don't in pick. Is it even fucking possible?
I mean, yeah, but it's much harder.
Like, it's really good if you're mono white. It's crazy good if you're mono white. F and a ceiling, I guess. I don't know. I mean, now the problem is you cut white from yourself, right? You're cutting white from yourself because on pick 5, so you go to pick 5, and if white is open, you do get some white cards, some good white cards. Here, you go to like pick 5, and you took 2 white cards, 2 best white cards from yourself already. That's the problem, right? Like, you're cutting yourself. Usually, at that point, you cut just 1 card from yourself. This is 2. Like F and a ceiling, I don't know, man. It's good in. It's like A in white. In mono white, it's an A. It's a bomb. Like, it gets any creature back to the battlefield, and they can't block it. If they do, it just keeps getting bigger and bigger. Sure, A as a ceiling, but I pick it as an F. That's the weirdest thing ever. Is that okay, Scotty?
I don't even think this is an A. If you could cast it.
Are you kidding me? Like 5-drop? That's a 5/5. That
Yeah.
gets literally any creature
In your graveyard, yes. So
from
conditional.
your
on turn
graveyard to the
5.
battlefield. So it's like,
Yep.
it's both tempo and value. Like you're getting a 2-for-1.
If there's something in your graveyard, yes.
I mean, come on, there's gonna be something in the fucking graveyard.
On turn 5, not always.
At least a 2-drop or something.
Sure.
And then also it's not just a 5/5 that got something there. Like that's a bomb grade card. But then it's like they can't block it, they can't attack into it.
I'll do A-.
Okay, sure. A- ceiling, but F, right?
F. This card is bad.
Yeah, you kind of, the more times you pick this, the more times you're gonna have a really bad deck. And this card, that's gonna be good in that deck. Is white rare in
That's it. That's it. That's it for white.
That's it for white?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, we did talk, probably because of Scotty's of tracking the whole stream and the whole set review.